Hey guys, welcome back to Limitless Learning. Today we'll talk about 5 back-to-school tips to help you crush this school year. As for many of you, school has unfortunately started, and whether you studied all summer and prepared for your classes or simply sat around all day, I'll give you 5 key back-to-school tips that has helped me and will allow you to flourish this school year. The first tip I have is to invest in a planner or some sort of tracking tool, whether that be your Google Calendar, digital planner, or a physical planner, whatever works with you. And input all of your important dates and corresponding plans for each exam or assignment. An organized planning system is key to help you stay on top of all of your assignments and tests. For instance, if you're a college student or taking college classes, the professors will give you a syllabus on the first day with all of your test dates and maybe even your assignment dates. Make sure that you put those dates in your planner as well. However, putting these dates in a calendar obviously means nothing without an action plan. So try making a plan on how you will complete each assignment or prepare for a test, whether that is splitting the number of problems to complete evenly among several days for your homework, or you can review one chapter a week up until your final exam. Whatever that might look like for you, it will serve you immensely by making plans. The second tip I have is to use the Cornell Notes system. The Cornell Notes system is essentially when you split your notes into sections like this. So the main part of your paper is saved for your notes, and you have the left sidebar for any questions and comments you have, as well as space in the bottom for a summary of the notes. This way you can have much more of an active approach to note-taking. Instead of passively highlighting and reviewing your notes, you can answer any questions you had during the class, write new questions you might have, and also make extra comments you learned after reviewing your notes. Also, summarizing your notes has been scientifically proven to increase memory retention and is a good tool to quickly navigate which paper covers a specific topic. I started using Cornell Notes last year for my classes, and it honestly was an eye-opener. I immediately became more engrossed in my notes rather than simply copying the board, and my grades and overall understanding for what we learned has exponentially risen. Okay, so my third tip to crush this school year is to review your notes periodically through a process called spaced repetition. Let's be honest, most of us write notes in class, stuff it in our binder, and never look back at it until a test rolls around. Although this might get you by some tests, this will not allow you to understand the concepts long term. Instead, you should review your notes every couple of days without regard to a test or a quiz. Review your notes just to better understand the material. Spaced repetition is known to increase average scores on exams and improve overall understanding of the concepts in both short term and long term. Personally, I like to review my notes that same day, immediately after coming back from school since it's fresh in my mind. Then I like to review it one day after, 4 days after, and then 7 to 9 days after. Hence, by spacing out my review times, I'm allowing my brain more opportunities to develop those connections that foster long-term learning. While reviewing, I don't just highlight and read my notes, but I ask myself questions, write extra comments about what I'm learning through the internet to feed my understanding for the topic, make flashcards if necessary, and write summaries for each of the notes like I described in the Cornell Notes section. This way, I'm maximizing my learning for each topic, not just for tests, but for in the future as well. My fourth tip is to go to office hours or ask questions to your teachers or counselors. Remember, the reason you're going to school is because you don't know everything, so don't feel embarrassed to ask what you think is a stupid question. Trust me, there will be at least one other student in your class wondering the same question, but too afraid to ask. Be that kid and ask your teachers and counselors any questions you might have, since you're doing this for your learning, not anyone else's. Also, teachers and counselors love when you ask questions since it shows drive, motivation, and intellectual curiosity. It shows that you're actually interested in what they're teaching you, which can also lead to better teacher and counselor recommendations when you ask them for college apps. Okay, so my last tip, which is one of my favorites, is to make a checklist of things you want to accomplish this year and action plans for how you will achieve those goals. If you're not clear what you want to accomplish this year, it would be difficult to find that internal drive to keep working hard every day. Whether your goal is to get all A's and B's in your classes and win competitions, or simply finishing all of your homework on time, write these goals down on a piece of paper and tape it in front of where you work every day to remind you of your goals. However, you need more than just a goal. Make an action plan on how you will achieve those goals. For instance, if you want to get all A's, make sure that you establish a study routine for each quiz and test, and make plans for how you will tackle each homework assignment. If you want to win a certain competition, make plans to take 1 to 2 hours out of your day for preparing for that competition. Whatever it might be, establishing concrete goals and action plans to achieve those goals has helped me tremendously to accomplish all of my goals, and I'm sure it will do so for you as well.